Jay got taken care of. Max got taken care of. Miles got taken care of. And he got 2 years left on his deal. So it's hard to, you see a lot of people around the league getting taken care of. You just, wish you had something like, that same type of energy.
It's hard to not take it personally.
I wouldn't say it's hard not to take it personally when you know how there's a chain of events of something consistently happening over the course of years when you kind of see it before through other players and things. So you don't take you don't take it personally when you're like, all right, it's not like I'm getting treated differently than anyone else, So I don't take it personally. I just don't understand.
Sundays and Wednesdays, 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the Crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the Crew and you, to the Crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What up, baby? Welcome to the Crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't notice I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing it. And so, look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit, and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
Can you imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the Crew and you, to the Crew and you. With the Crew and you, to the Crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the Crew and you. I'm your boy G. To my right-hand side, we got none other than the OG, Sparkle City, best smoked Gouda cheese. Chuck Little John. What's up, my dog?
I hope Crystal at home. Sunday night was just an interesting conversation. I thought this might spark something else too.
Hey, that's a rollover from what happened on Sunday. I love it, man. That's great. How's everything going over there, OG?
Everything's good, man. Everything's good.
Good, man. Thank you, Kamarie White, for being the first person to the barbershop chair today. He says, what up, G? I need that George Jefferson special, knock a little off on the sides and line the beard up. Barbershop talk. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we're going to get today, baby. That's what we're going to get today. Make sure y'all check my dog out at the Christian Just Podcast on all your podcast platforms and on YouTube. All right, my dog, James Little Johns, he says, what's up, my people? Roddy Little John, he said, what's up, fellas? Quest, what's good? And Phil Harris, Parmesan peppercorn cheese. There we go. Hey, the hot topic, man. It continued to roll on over the weekend. Good to see you all out there. We appreciate you all rocking with us. Everybody on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Remember, when you come to the channel, tell a friend, bring a friend, and when you come, don't come by yourself. This is episode 1, season 6. We are in another season, man. The NFL season is begun. So we have begun a new season as well. And you know what day this is. This is a special day for us. What day is it, OG?
Yeah, I hate her. Corey not here, but he had to watch it on the playback. So, everybody knows. Everybody know. I said, like, it's kind of like Corey was. When you're trying to get to that weekend and you're just trying to make it, you got big plans for the weekend. But first, you got to get past hump day.
Absolutely, man. Happy hump day to everybody out there. We appreciate that, OG. I wanted to wait for Corey, but when Corey get on, we probably start talking about something else that I'll forget to mention it. Get away. So, yeah, I got to get it while I remember. Man.
Gracie and Charles want to be in the show, y'all.
They want to be in the show. They're trying to get my nachos. Wifey got him now, though. Wifey got him away. All right, man. So we got a great show for you all. As you've seen in the opening clip, man, we're going to talk about some holdouts that's holding out, some hold-ins, and we'll talk a little bit about that, man, and see the impact that these may have on these teams. And the NFL has started, so I do want to know about what players or player can you not lose this season? What player or players can you not lose this season for your squad? And then we got to talk a little bit more about the WNBA. I do have some clip that I do want to play to kind of go back to what I was talking about on Sunday, and we'll bring that back up. But I had actually a guy that I work with who actually brought it up to me and was asking me about it, and I said, "Man, you gotta watch the show, man. We just talked about that." So we'll talk about that, and then we have time. We will also talk about, is the NBA left in good hands? There's a photo out of all the NBA players that may be going into retirement next year, and it's a large amount of stars that were stars in this league for a very long time now. So, Kamariye says, man, is this a Cowboys insider show or a sports show? It's a little bit of both, man. A little bit of both.
No, Kamari. No, Kamari. This is a sports show. I'm not going to let it be a Cowboys insider show. Trust me. I got you on
that. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Kevin Todd Shakur, welcome on, big homie. Come on over to YouTube as well. I need to see you on YouTube, bro. Come on over there. I saw you on Facebook. Phil Harris said, I'm ready to hear about them Cowboys being all in. Yeah. You already know.
Hey, you saw that emoji, right? You saw the emoji.
See, I must have missed the emoji.
It's a laughing, crying emoji.
Not worried about that right there, man. But before we jump into our show, man, let's give our wonderful sponsor, Mr. Cooking Dad's Drink Reviews, a shout out.
Everybody drink responsible.
You won't want to take the opinion of a stranger. That type of advice is just not for you, because you're at that time of the day where you don't want to waste your money, and your plan is to throw back a shot or two. You're not necessarily an alcohol person, and picking out a brand is fairly new. If you want something to go with your burger, possibly a steak, then check out Cooking Dad's Drink Reviews. Remember, drink responsibly and click that subscribe too, and go with the one the crew and you trust. Cooking Dad's Drink Reviews.
Thank you once again, Cooking Dad Drink Reviews, for being a wonderful sponsor of our very first segment. All right, man, OG, let's just talk a little bit. Oh, what's up, Deuce? My guy Daryl Dupree is on as well, man. Welcome on, Deuce. Good to see you, cuzzo. All right.
Another Cowboy fan, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Phil said, my bad, cuz, level out. But how they ain't paid that man yet? Let's jump right into that right now. Micah Parsons, Jerry Jones are at odds between when they should be paid, how much he should be paid, et cetera, et cetera. I know I've been on the boat saying that this man would be paid a long time ago. It has not happened. It has not happened. You had Uncle Nearest, Cooking Dad. You had Uncle Nearest. Okay. So Jerry Jones comes out and says on Monday, just because you pay the man don't mean he's going to play. He's been out 6 games last year. So, and the year before that, we paid the man the highest in the league, and he missed 2/3 of the season. So, needless to say, man, it's a lot of stuff that goes on in the contracts and signing in these major deals. Michael Parsons, he comes out and say, man, look, I understand the business of the game. I understand my people have called their people, and they're not responding. I get what it means to be, a Cowboy. I want to be here, but I understand that they don't want me. This could be the end. So I know this is my team, but I want to ask you all. Let's welcome our third co-host to the show, man. Decatur's best hot dog, Corey Davis.
Now we're going with hot dogs.
You like hot dogs? Don't play around
So-
with.
But are you saying you make the best hot dog?
No. I'm not saying that at all. Yeah, because I'm real. You know, I'm vanilla when it comes to hot dogs, but I like a certain brand of hot dog. I know that.
Okay. I thought, I tried to start something else up with my name. Ain't nobody took no bait yet.
Spartacus best smoked Gouda cheese.
Corey, how you coming in today, dog? Before we get into the show, bro, how you coming in, bro? You good?
I'm good, man. Just coming in hot, man. Like I said, the weather. I'm gonna say this here, real quick. You know, with this, how we put this new presidential regime here. Today it wasn't supposed to rain. You know, I was looking at my Doppler radar. It wasn't supposed to rain, but I was watching the clip, and my wife was saying, because they done fired so many people with, like I said, God help them. I hope that all their families are doing well with those who lost their job for the National Weather Society. I mean, that National Weather System and all those people that work with us in turn. What you doing, man? Oh, don't come part by me. I'm sorry. But yeah, so now you look at your weather.com, and it's saying it's supposed to be clear skies today, and I'm running just some rain. And then it's all over the place because there's not enough people working. You know what I mean? And I hope that we can get better with that. But at the same time, I'm running behind because I'm going to take this route today. And then it started raining and people can't drive when it's wet out there.
Yeah. It's funny you say that because I was actually on my job, on my route, and I had some customers. They was like, "Is it raining outside?" I was like, "No, it rained early today." They was like, "Yeah, my phone says it's supposed to rain all day." And then another lady was like, "My phone says it's not supposed to rain at all until Saturday." And she said, "Oh no, mine is clear on Saturday and Sunday." Like, so there, like you said, there's been a lot of changes. A lot of people have lost their jobs. So this is really just throw it on the wall and hope it stick, man. There is no rhyme or reason on why they are still.
Hey, like look, the person come on the news. It might rain day, it might not. Y'all be careful. Take your umbrella, take a jacket. Look, so Kanisha had sent me this little clip. I don't know if it was Atlanta or what city it was from, but the guy came on the news and he was like, "Ladies and gentlemen," he said, "I'm just not comfortable with doing the news because I don't have enough information to give you. It could rain today, it could snow tomorrow." He said, we're not getting enough information from the meteorologist because our meteorologist is not here anymore. And I was like, yeah.
Wow. Well, we're in the midst of a storm in Dallas right now between Jerry Jones and Michael Parsons.
So if you don't mind, I saw a clip.
He doing just like me, Corey. I laughed too.
Hey man, I listened to your owner today, brother, and he said, "I could pay him, but he could get hurt. He could be in a car accident tomorrow. He could be." What is Jerry Jones on, man? I mean, why does he do this every year? He hang us on a limb or on a, just he's gonna pay him. He's gonna not when he's gonna pay him. He's gonna wait for the day before the game to start. And then I listen to Michael Parsons, who's trying to do his best as a professional to say, before he just comes out, because on that podcast he be acting foolish, but he's trying his best to be a professional here with his owner. He said, "I want to be a Cowboy. I want to be here, but you telling me that I could just walk outside, I could fall down, I could hurt myself. The reason why you're holding out on money." And I'm gonna ask you this, G. You asking us questions, but why is this happening every year with your squad?
Well, this is the way the Cowboys like to run business. They like to run contracts like this for some reason. And the older that Jerry Jones gets, the more he's senile. And the player is going to get paid. It's just a game that Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones like playing, and normally they don't
I
get.
don't think it. You think it's Steve? You think it's Steven too, brother?
I think Stephen is a part of it because I think Stephen can, if he wasn't a part of it, he would come down and say, "Look, man, this is what's about to happen." Same thing he did with the coach. The coach, look, Jerry, the coach is gonna go with. Look, Jerry, this is what we're gonna do. So he can, but he's not. He hasn't done that yet. So I will throw him in there as well. But Jerry Jones and them are not used to a player having his narrative being spoken. Dak Prescott stayed behind the scenes. CeeDee Lamb stayed behind the scenes. You know, Michael Parsons.
He threw Dak under the bus a little bit too today.
Oh yeah, oh,
A
absolutely.
little bit.
Absolutely. But you know, and Dak's used to that. Dak said, "I don't listen to when it comes to media, we don't listen to what Jerry Jones says as players. We understand what Jerry Jones does, how he says stuff every year to deal to have us on podcasts, to have us on social media, to have us on TV talking about the Cowboys. This is what he does. But Michael Parsons understands he has a brand too. And Michael Parsons is retaliating back by saying, "Hey, I understand y'all don't want me. That's fine. I understand the business. This could be the end of my career with you all. I'm okay with that. I understand that." So he said, "Hey man, we've tried to talk with y'all. Y'all don't want to talk with us. It's all good. I'll be here, not for some grown man, but I'll be here for my teammates, Trayvon Diggs,
And
which he had next to him, Terrence
and that's
Steele.
what I'm saying. He was trying his best to be a professional with it, you know.
Oh yeah,
But
you're not gonna railroad
but
him
to
and make it seem like he's
but
the
to
problem.
say this about the guy that you always throwing great accolades at, Dak Prescott. We missed 6 games out of him last season. We missed this. And why throw your players under the bus? You know what I mean?
Mhm. That's
What's your answer for that?
there is no answer. Look, that's Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones, remember the year before, he said, "We don't need CeeDee Lamb. Like, we're okay. There's no urgency. What urgency for what? I'm not urgent to sign anybody. We'll be all right." When Zeke was there, who is Zeke? When Zeke was going under his, who is Zeke? Like, this is what he does. With DeMarcus Lawrence, it's every big name player he does this with. We all understand that inside of the Cowboys nation. But
It's getting old, G.
It's not well. He's getting old, and so
He's not going nowhere, so you might as well get used to this.
I'm used to it.
But I guess, do y'all have anybody that's up for a big time contract after this year?
Yes, it's going again next year. Tyler Smith, our guard. Tyler Smith is next.
And then you wonder, and then you always say you wonder why people talk about the Cowboys. He wants people to talk about him.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I said. That's why he does it. He wants people to talk about him.
But I would have brought it up, but I wouldn't talk about it much. I wouldn't talk about it much as you talking about it though. But that's just me. We give me too much time.
Yeah, so
Kamari, I got you, man. I got you, Kamari.
I believe that this is just once again a ploy to keep the Cowboys in the media, and this will all flow over after a couple weeks probably, man. Just like it always does. If you look at all the former players, they love Jerry. Even though he said some crazy stuff, some crass stuff, they love Jerry because they know what he means. They know his heart. They understand what he's doing. So that's all.
But no other owner is doing this.
No. He's the only one's going to do this. Yeah, this is Jerry's baby. This is what he does. He is a media guy. He is a brand guy. So that's what he does, man. Jerry sounds like a madman threatening to make a hit. You and Jerry are both delusional.
So what's your prediction? Because you have made some false predictions many a time about these contracts.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna go ahead and put you on the spot again.
I was about to say, don't do that.
Let you be wrong again. I'm gonna let him be wrong again because he ain't been right yet.
I was about to say, come on, man.
Because he already said Michael Parsons would be signed by now. So
Right, I was say, let's.
when are they going to sign Michael Parsons?
They'll sign him before week 1.
Okay.
He will be the highest paid defensive player, non-quarterback in the league.
Not highest paid, but highest paid non-quarterback.
Non-quarterback.
Non-quarterback. So who's the highest right now?
So
Watts?
what you come get last year?
Garrett.
Is it which column in Cleveland?
Yeah, Garrett.
Yeah.
Garrett.
Oh, yeah, Garrett. Yeah.
Let me see what Miles got.
Is
But
it Miles or Watts?
I
Oh,
think-
they Miles. They what?
I think Watt just passed Garrett. I want to say. Let's see.
T.J. Watt
He just got
for
resigned?
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
He just got resigned.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
This week, last week.
Oh, so he might be higher than.
I was about to say, I think on Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah. So let's see. It looks like, yeah, Myles Garrett got 40 million. TJ Watt just got 41 million.
A season. Wow.
Yeah,
So that means that Parsons needs to get over 41.
he's gonna get about 42.
For how many years? What were the years on both of those guys?
Let's see.
4 years.
It was TJ Watt was a. They didn't break it down for me.
3 years.
'Cause that's-
TJ Watt.
3 for T and
But TJ got an extension.
Okay.
Yeah. TJ got an
3-year
extension.
contract extension.
Yeah, extension. So he's probably getting 5 years, probably. I think they said he had 2 more on his contract left.
so he'll play this one out.
Yeah. So, all right. There's another. It's not as controversial as ours is in Dallas, but there is some other players that are out there that are still trying to get what they're owed as well.
Corey, you want to bet who goes talk about first?
Do I want to bet? Well, what?
You want to bet who we going to talk about first? You know, he just said there are some other players out there.
Discussions.
You wouldn't let me finish the question.
Around the corner, like it's becoming a little bit of crunch time. Obviously, you want to be in a position where you're building to what we did last year, and Jaden and I continue to build along with the offense. And that was the thing. Like before I took a step back, it was things were going great on the field, and the connection and the offense and the energy was just amazing. And so to see where it was then and where it's at now is definitely disappointing. So I don't necessarily know what happens next, but without any progressive discussion, it's kind of hard to see how I.
Oh, my bad. Go on first.
Oh, I know, OG.
I did too. He wanted to pop it up there if I could finish asking you.
He cut you off. Well,
Yeah.
go ahead, OG.
So there is, no real talks going on with your ownership and Terry McLaurin, the number 1 receiver for your Washington Commanders, OG. What do you feel is going on there, and do you feel this will be resolved, and how long will it take?
So you're trying to throw my question back at me. I don't make them ludicrous predictions because I don't know. I ain't gonna go out there and say he's gonna be designed for the first game. He may not. I just know they need to sign him. If they don't sign him, then bringing Debo there was a waste.
I'm gonna say this here because I was listening your boy Dan Quinn, I'm gonna help you out here. Dan Quinn said we don't have a problem here. You know, they're just having to communicate with the new management group. You know, but all the players will be signed. Our guys will be signed. That's DQ talking.
Why ain't it signed now?
I think did you hear me say they trying to the new management group? They got to probably do better. You know, they got to understand.
You trying to get on my team because of the problem that your team is having.
No, I'm just asking a question.
That's what you're trying to do.
No. I'm just asking a question.
I think this new management.
Go ahead, Corey.
I think this new management group has to figure out how the NFL works. How, you know, like I said, Jerry been running his for years now. This is a new group. It's a new, you know, new payment group or whatever. They at this point, so that they don't get into these little videos where, because like I said, he hadn't said anything negative. They just need to be more urgent about signing, which Jerry needs to be too. But I think they'll do better. Like I said, when you got Dan Quinn to come out and say, "Hey, we don't have any problems. We just gotta, you know, gotta get with the management group so we can do better. Get these guys signed and get ready to go."
So I asked OG this because I know he listened to, you know, WashingtonCommanders.com, and maybe he's getting some insight from them that what's the hold up, you know. OG?
The hold up is they want to keep people like you in suspense. Because I know you worry. Because you know your chances are better without him being on the team versus being on the team.
Who?
Your team.
McLaurin?
Yes.
Oh, what? I'm not worried about McLaurin.
You ain't worried about nobody, but when the season comes, we play y'all twice, you will be.
I think I got it.
It's a new regime in Dallas, baby.
I know in Dallas.
This ain't like the last 5 years.
Well, we ran over y'all.
Say what? Y'all ain't run over nobody. And then we got your nemesis on the team too.
Who?
Debo.
Debo ain't our nemesis. He ain't our nemesis.
Why ain't he not?
Why is he our nemesis?
Y'all can't stop him.
That man is. Look at his. Look at what he does against us.
Go look what he did against y'all.
Go look what he does against us. He don't do that against us.
So
go look how many yards. Go look how many yards he averaged.
I could have sworn I saw a game where he basically almost beat your team by himself.
Go find that game.
That might have been against us.
Go find that game.
That was against them.
No, go find that game. Go find that game where he did that.
I'll go find it. Yeah,
and you let me know how many yards that man had.
You just like Kamara. You delusional.
You done made up something.
You just like Kamara said, you delusional.
You done made up something.
Okay.
Just because he came from San Francisco don't mean he did us wrong. It wasn't him.
So he ain't never had no good game against y'all?
That man averaged about 30 yards a game against us. That man, he wasn't our problem.
30 yards? You said 30 or 36?
That man wasn't our problem. We couldn't stop the run.
What?
That was our
Wait
problem.
a minute. Why 36 though? You said 30, 36. He couldn't give you, hey OG, he didn't give you 40 yards. 30, 36 yards. 36? Yeah. Okay.
Nobody worried about,
like Kamara said, this dude delusional tonight, y'all.
Nobody worried about Debo, man. Our nemesis. That defense was our nemesis. That was our problem.
Now let me ask you this, G. Let me ask you a question, because right now Jaden is coming in as a top 10 quarterback in his league.
Bless you. After 1 year, he's top 10 quarterback. Ain't that something?
Hey man, don't hate on the message. I'm just saying, does that bother you a little bit coming into this new season with a top 10 quarterback? Huh?
Absolutely. Yeah.
It bothers you?
Yeah. Top 10.
Why does that bother you?
This man played one season, he top 10? Get out of here, dog.
I mean, it's a new ranking. It's a new season for 2025, you know.
Man, come on, dog. Come on, man. That's the problem that's probably this new era. You have a good season and they throw you up in there with the best players. That's not how it works, man.
I said throw you up in there with the best players.
You gotta do it more than one season, man. You gotta do it more than one season.
So with that said, okay, you say you didn't like it. So with that, are you threatened at all with him? Coming into this next in your division, coming into the league as a top 10 quarterback, are you threatened at all with the Cowboys going against the Commanders this season?
Dude, look what we did against him last year, and you tell me are we worried?
He was a rookie last year. He's seasoned. He's coming in ranked in the top 10 this year.
And we got film on him.
And you just heard what McLaurin just said. You know what I'm saying? We've been working hard. Our chemistry has never been better.
Last year we were talking about.
Hey, Corey.
Yeah.
You should know by now that you cannot ask this dude any question about how somebody's going to compete against Dallas. All you got to do is wait until the game is played. Because I'm going to be that Charles Barkley. I guarantee you that he did not give Atlanta a chance to beat Dallas last year. And don't come back that hurt. Everybody else got to step it. I don't want to hear that. That's the first thing you go say.
I ain't say nothing. We're talking about the Commanders and the Cowboys. That's what I thought.
No, I'm just saying you don't give nobody credit when they talk about playing against the Cowboys. That's my point. Nobody.
That's not true.
Name one team. Name one team. Name one team. Why is it taking you so long? Name a team.
That did what?
Did you think that y'all
were about playing? Name one team.
The Philadelphia Eagles played well against us.
But they're not going to win the division. Let you tell it, though.
They're not this year.
See what I'm saying? See how he contradict yourself?
When the last time a team in the division won back-to-back division titles in our division?
It's been years. That don't mean it can't happen.
It ain't happened in the last 10 years, right?
Right. That don't mean it can't. Guinness World Book of Records are broke every day.
Cowboys haven't won back-to-back division?
Nobody in our division has.
Hey.
Really?
Records are made to be what? Records are made to be what? Broken.
Yeah.
Right.
This ain't a record, though. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying you give no credit to nobody.
Credit. I'm just telling y'all. You said Corey asked me about your quarterback. I'm telling y'all what we did against your quarterback last year. Your quarterback didn't play well against us last year.
But the point I'm making is you give nobody credit.
I do.
What quarterback played good against y'all last year?
That's not
what
him.
Quarterback? What quarterback? What quarterback?
Jalen Hurts played well against us last year. So did Jared Goff. He played well against us last year. Several teams did. Shoot, Derek Carr played well against us last year.
Kirk Cousins did too.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins did too.
They ran on y'all.
Who?
Everybody.
Well, no, the Saints did. But the Falcons really didn't run on us. They was throwing the ball. Yeah, they did a good job throwing the ball.
Let's move on because we ain't gonna get nowhere.
All right. Well, let's move over to Cincinnati, man, who they're having their own issues over there as well. Cincinnati, they haven't signed Trey Hendrickson yet as well. He's sitting out. He hasn't even been to camp. He's not showing up at all either. They did not.
Defense sucked, and my bad. Go ahead.
Then they didn't sign their second-round pick, Shamar Stewart, who actually went back to Texas A&M because they couldn't agree on a contract.
Wait a minute now. He got drafted?
He got drafted by the Bengals.
He didn't go back?
He went
back. He didn't have an agent.
He didn't have an agent.
So he went back.
Yeah. So he's practicing with Texas A&M now. So he's back in school.
Who he had? He had was it his mom or his dad representing him? And then
I'm not sure. But it was some language in there that he didn't like, and he said, "You know what? I'll just re-enter the draft next year," and went back to school. So the Cincinnati Bengals already without Trey Hendrickson. Shamar Stewart was supposed to be one who helps out Trey on the edge. And now they're without him as well, man.
Wait a minute, wait. He can't enter the draft next year. Don't the Cincinnati Bengals still have the rights to him, though?
He never signed it.
He never signed. If he didn't sign.
Yep.
So if they draft you, but you don't sign, you could just go back Now he'll have to play college, right? He'll have to play this next year in college,
Yeah, in college,
and
right?
then re-enter the draft. So they just lost a draft pick.
So what do y'all think about that, though?
Yeah,
That's a great question, OG.
I didn't know you could do that.
Well,
This-
I thought you could do it as long as you didn't get an agent.
Don't think it age, yeah. And does this open up the Pandora's box, man? And for teams that don't, whew,
Yeah, I think it opens up Pandora's box in two ways. First way is, like you said, with him not getting the agent and not signing, that opens, that's one option though. But suppose you go back to Texas A&M and don't have a good year, and your stock drops.
Ooh.
Or
And you
I'll
lose it.
flip it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And you lose. I know he may get some NIL money, but he may lose out on his NFL money.
That's what I was about to say. When you get into this draft and you just made, a barrel of money in NIL, with NIL deal money. Now, as a first round pick, what's the max? What is it? Is it 4 years, 22, or like it's there's a max that they get right now, right? As a rookie, your rookie deal. I think the most you can get if you're first round is 22. But just imagine if this kid already say, I got 10 in the bank right now, and like you just said, it can hurt him. It can hurt him if he goes back and don't ball out, or you go back and just, or like I said, you enter the draft with no agent and you go, I already got 10 million. 22 ain't gonna hurt me. If it can help or it can hinder, because if you go back and you ball out again, now your stock gonna go up a little bit higher maybe, or like you said, it could drop. So that's why you got to have somebody good in your corner. But
then two, I don't know how many years of eligibility he has. But then two, how does the team go look at him? How does the team go look at him? Let's say he's got eligibility left. So how does the team go look at him when it comes draft time? Cincinnati drafted him.
You got Cincinnati. They need to take it. They need to take care of the business.
They got to take care of their business, right?
But they got to take care of the business. But I'm saying though, it could also be looked at when the draft time come around. He's the one that Cincinnati drafted. Didn't want to sign him. He left high and dry. I'm saying teams can look at that. It's the back of their mind. That's gonna be in the owner's mind, GM's, the owner's mind, Core.
But you know what? If you go, when you do those interviews, hey man, why don't you sign? Because they gonna talk about I can't skateboard on the weekend, or I can't do this. They get it out there. I'm pretty sure we're gonna find out why. What happened, but that's not gonna be hidden knowledge. When you go to that interview, you tell them what I didn't like. They try to pull a fast one on me, right. And I didn't like that. So I went. I had another year eligibility, so I went back. Now, if you don't have eligibility, then you got to sign for that crap, or you got to get you an agent to say, "Hey, man, this is the best deal that they offering." But whatever,
How many times have you heard this happening?
Never.
This is my first time hearing this.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But you just said it opens Pandora's box. Well, some of these kids go, I go back. Look, 22 million, and I can go back to colleges and make 22.
Right. So that's the difference. I think that's the difference now is they can go back to the college now and make money.
Yeah.
Before, you wasn't able to go back. They didn't have NIL deals before, so it was a lot. You know what? Let me take this money. I'm gonna be without a job. Like,
I don't always know bad luck.
Right.
But
also, I know say it. I know what you're about to say.
I was going to no bad luck with nobody, but it's just that possibility.
Yeah.
So remember when what's your boy name that came out of Miami, running back? He had that he had a insurance policy on him. Was it Portis? Clinton Portis, yeah. He had at the time.
Willis McGahee or Clinton Portis?
Willis McGahee. When he had broke his leg, he had at the time he had $1 million policy on him. At the time, it was just like that man got $1 million. That was unheard of, because he had ended up missing his senior year. He had that $1 million policy, and then he ended up, still having a great NFL season. NFL career, but he had put that insurance policy on him just in case he ended up getting hurt, which we all saw. I think it was that dislocated knee or something like that. got that
Just about
policy,
like
and then eventually, huh?
I say just about like Marcus, and Marcus had the same kind of contract.
Marcus, who?
Lattimore.
He had an insurance policy. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. That's all they're gonna have to do. Like when they go back, I'm hoping that kid did that. Hey, you're gonna have to put some insurance on this thing, just in case you get hurt, and you can work yourself back into the league. But that's what they're gonna have to do. Get that policy. But it, like you said, it opens Pandora's box for all kind of stuff, all kind of crazy mess. Where these kids are just like, hey, I can go back. And the crazy thing with NIL money, you get paid that year. You don't get a 4-year, $22 million deal. If you just made 10, you get 10 that year.
Right.
And now we had talked about this a couple of shows ago. That NCAA thing, whatever these schools can pay the kids now themselves too. Somebody probably gave them a call. You don't like that deal? Come on back.
Yeah.
Got an extra 10 for you.
But I get this question though. So Cincinnati goes without a draft pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when he goes back to Texas A&M, is he go bump somebody out of a scholarship now? Because I'm sure they had already made all that offer. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Scholarship. Yeah.
Well, scholarship and potential NIL that because he's going back, so somebody's gonna have to be kicked off. Ooh. You can only have so many scholarship athletes.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they went and got all their signees and everything ready for this season to start. And maybe they hadn't, but did they?
Right. Maybe they haven't. One available. That's a good question.
This Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Come on, man. They'll call one of them country boys with that car dealership. Hey, listen. Get that man some money, please. They ain't worried about kicking nobody out of scholarship.
Right. They in the SEC right now too. Yeah, they can.
What?
No, they fired that dude. They fired Jimbo.
They fired the dude from did the dude from Duke go there?
Is it Duke? Who was that new coach?
I think they run the coach from Duke that went to Texas A&M.
Let's find out.
I think it was. Last year was his first year, I think.
And just imagine, they still got to pay Jimbo $64 million for the next 4 seasons. They ain't care about no money.
Hey,
Mike Elko.
Yeah, that's the coach from Duke.
Yeah,
that's him. Okay.
Yeah.
The Texas A&M got some money.
Oh yeah,
they're that old money.
Welcome on, CP. My guy says, "Make America great again. Go Redskins." And then
what?
Really?
Oh, what?
Really?
What just happened?
What we talked about on Sunday.
On Sunday, yeah.
Oh, I'm about to say, what the hell going on?
He's a long time Washington fan. Washington Redskins fan.
Yeah,
from Washington. Yeah, he from the area, man. So
yeah, you
that fool trying to miss out deal.
Yeah. Kamari said, didn't Trump set in place an NIL limit? He's trying to sign an executive order, but it hasn't been signed yet. And they're saying that it probably won't work. So
why you got an executive order against the NCAA?
The colleges ain't gonna allow this man to interrupt their money. Like that ain't about to happen, dog. So
he already doing with trying to do it with Harvard. They suing him.
Yeah.
And big ups to the DC's mayor. He done pissed off Trump. He said, "Look, I'm not worried about that. We finna make this deal happen for this stadium. We can't. That has nothing to do with nothing. Blatant racism, and you want to hold up a DC. I'm focused on making this deal happen. It's good for the city. That stadium is tearing apart.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to fight the big machine, man."
Hey, fellas, great first segment, man. Great first segment. Let's go ahead and jump into our second segment, and we will talk WNBA. Corey sent us something in our group chat that I think we need to discuss.
You probably shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have gave me the heads up.
I gave your brother heads up.
I know, and he gave me the heads up too.
Yeah, but before we do, man, we gotta give our condolences, man, out to Malcolm Jamal Warner, Theo Huxtable, passing away, drowning, and on a vacation with his family. Come out that he was actually out with his daughter out in the water, and they actually came and saved his daughter and couldn't save him, man.
Wow.
That's why I don't go out there and get caught up in the river.
Man, rest in peace to a life well lived. Condolences out to the entire Jamal Warner family. I know his new wife and kids. I know this is a hard time, man. So our condolences from the TCY family.
Yes, sir.
You will be missed, big guy. You will be missed.
Sure.
You know, everybody drink responsible.
I would have never thought that he
You
would.
wouldn't want to take the opinion of a stranger. That type of advice is just not for you, because you're at that time of the day where you don't want to waste your money, and your plan is to throw back a shot or two. You're not necessarily an alcohol person, and picking out a brand is fairly new. If you want something to go with your burger, possibly a steak, then check out Cooking Dad's Drink Reviews. Remember, drink responsibly and click that subscribe too, and go with the one the crew and you trust. Cooking Dad's Drink Reviews.
Thank you, Cooking Dad Drink Reviews, for being a wonderful sponsor of our second segment. Kamari said he heard a different story. I just read this story. It just came out about him out there with his daughter. I didn't hear another story.
Yeah, he was in the,
Is he
he
talking
was
about
in the
that? Or is he
Caribbean.
talking about Trump? Which one are you talking about?
Oh, he might be talking about Trump.
Yeah.
He might be talking about Trump. Okay. All right, man. Oh, I was supposed to be doing this right here. So we left off talking about the WNBA and, their All-Star game and what it should have been like. And, we said they wanted more money. My guy Scott, shout out to Big Scott Walden, man. He said, yo, man, do you think they deserve more money? And I said, I think they deserve more money, but I think they gotta wait a little bit. I think they're trying to run before they crawl and walk. So I think they'll get it, but it just takes time, man. But this right here doesn't help, in my opinion.
Unable to hit the three in the NBA All-Star game. And right away, Asia Wilson launching. Picking her way up the floor, Nafisa Collier. Shovels into Thomas. Thomas misses the last. Thomas misses the last. Three. Here's Angel Reese firing away. Off to Reese. Angel Reese has been on a tear of late. With the Mercury, Nate Tibbetts, their head coach, their system surrounding her with shooting. And as AT was telling us yesterday, they haven't even been fully healthy yet, and they've had
Same old stuff. Basing it all on one game. But go ahead, I'm listening. We done had this discussion. I don't know we're trying to bring it back up.
Kamari said, Scott, do you deserve more money? All right.
Yes, Scott. Good point, Kamari. You coming in with it tonight, buddy. I'm with you. You coming in with it.
So this is what I was referring to when I said they are not putting up something that people want to see. People actually paid money, a lot of money, to go watch them play in the WNBA All-Star game. And this was what they put out there. Tickets for that game, cheapest was $127. The most expensive ticket in there was $8,600. And the average price for the WNBA All-Star game was $591.77.
That was the average?
That was the average. So do you feel like that was a real presentation of what the WNBA is? What they showed on that day? Let's start with you, Corey.
Yeah, good time.
So I sent some statistics to our group. Well, at least I know to me, G, and the OG. So I try to make comparisons because I was watching a few clips on that same question that we're asking. Do the ladies deserve more money? And the answer is yes. But the thing about it is this. So the NBA, they get 49% of the revenue sharing with what the NBA generates, right? With the money that they generate. They make a hefty amount, which is almost half. The WNBA, these ladies get 9%. And what the owners are trying to say is we need to put more butts in the seats. So you have to put a product out there that people want to see. Not necessarily the like people like OG, that's been there from day one, and they're satisfied with the play that they've been seeing. You gotta put a product out there that people want to tune in to see. And this goes back to what we've been talking about for some time now with the movement of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. They bring a product that people want to see. Now we got 14 other teams where you may have one or two stars on the team that people kind of want to see, that kind of bring some interest to the game, that kind of some kind of plausibility to tune into a television and watch a game. Now, there are 14 teams in the WNBA right now, and 14 girls on every team. 14 is what? 200 and something, people or whatever. But what I've been trying to harp at for a while is there has to be a product on the court that you want to see. And I was tagging OG with this. You got an all-star game and you got people throwing up threes and missing. You trying to dribble, and then you miss a layup. I hear what you're saying, OG, that I'm not just basing it on one game. But what I'm saying is this is the all-star. You're showing the product that you want people to see so that they can buy it. When I go back to my team, you want people to see what I can put out there on the court. And what these owners are saying is y'all not filling the arenas. I can't pay you more than 9% because y'all don't fill the arenas. And then the arenas that you are filling is only 7,000.
Only how much?
Then yes, that's 7,000. That's what most of these teams average 7,000 seats.
7,000 seats. So you talking about this year? What year you talking about?
That's the average. These arenas carry. I mean, they're small arenas, right? They're 7,000 seat arenas, right?
Go ahead. I'm waiting.
So when you got somebody like a Caitlin Clark that can put 20,000, or that can fill up a NBA arena, you want all these teams to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Angel Reese has a good product, but she's missing buckets and doing crazy stuff. Now she's been on a tear, but when you get on the main stage, you want to show them what you can do. You want to show Chicago, listen, come out to this stadium or build us a new stadium, or let us play at the Bull Stadium so we can fill up these $40,000 seats or $20,000 seats or whatever. Mm-hmm. All I'm saying to you is there is a problem here because they want more money, but the ones that are making the biggest argument are the ones that's not putting up a good product. That's how I feel.
Okay. So when you're trying to argue your case, then of course you go out there trying to find the worst things you can find. So this Scott dude, they think that they don't deserve the money. Like I'm like tomorrow. Did I interrupt? I didn't say nothing while y'all was talking. No, I did not say nothing while y'all was talking.
I just want to clear out something for Scott. Like I don't want Scott didn't say they didn't deserve the money. He just asked me, do I think they deserve the money? That's all. So I don't want y'all.
I asked Scott, does he think he deserves a raise? Because I'm sure he hadn't done everything 110%. That's number one. Number two for you, Scott. Number two. Does the what?
I said Scott's a hard worker. Yeah, super hard worker.
Yeah. So he worked all day, every day, 100% of the time. BS. Anyway. Anyway,
I mean, just tell Scott he don't work every day. Go ahead.
So of course you're trying to prove your case. You go go and try to capture the worst things that happen in the game. Granted, those were some bad plays, but this is intended to say that there was nothing good that happened in that game, which is the bold-faced lie. from some of the clips I've seen. But anyway, to get to the other point. So Corey said that nobody's putting more than 7,000 fans in the stand. Other than the Indiana people.
He said the average. He said the average is probably about.
Okay, that's the average. That's the average. But you can't go by what these other teams are doing. That's because the lower end teams, like the Atlanta Dream, for instance, Dallas Wings, for instance, the Washington Mystics, for instance, and it stops right there. I'm not putting 7,000 seats fans in the stands, but everybody else is putting over the 2024 season. It's putting over 8,000. The biggest increase, of course, and we know why, because we had some different fans that came in, like the Fever. The Fever went from 4,000 to 17,000. Okay. The Liberty went from 7,023 to 12,730 in 24. The Aces went from 9,000 to 11. Storm, 8,000 to 11. Sparks, 6,000 to 11. Phoenix, 9,000 to 10. Mercury Lynx, 7,000 to 9. Do I need to keep going on?
What's your point?
The point is, you say you're not putting fans in the seats. They are. The average is because of the lower half of the teams that can't put them in there. But these days, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that's putting 10,000 or more. Then the other ones are putting between 8,000 and 9,000 or more. See,
so go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'll let you say something. I'm gonna say something else because I know I'm gonna have a rebuttal about this.
What I'm saying, I'm just saying they were talking about the owners saying that we can't give you more because you're not putting in more people in the seats. You're not putting a product out there that people want to see. Which I'm not saying all teams do it, but on an average, you gotta want to say, even like you were using Atlanta, you got to be able to say, we got a product out here that you want to see. You got to say, just like the NBA, you have people that are coming to see outstanding ball playing. Now, we understand that there's a different element with the NBA versus the WNBA because there's dunking involved, and that's another, that's a whole nother, subject. But when you're looking at regular basketball, which is what these ladies play, there's not a whole lot of extra with, besides 3-point and, a good 20-footer and some layups. But the difference with the NBA is, like I said, the dunk is there. I don't know what we can do to make more people want to come out and see a WNBA game. I don't know how they can add 20,000 in an arena.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm saying I don't know how they can average, 15 to 20,000 in arena so that they can up that 9% from their owners. But something has to be, done. Now, what they're saying also is because we're not giving you the money right now because, the seats hadn't gone up, but we've been doing small things like so we're going to bring in another 4 other teams. We're doing these charter flights for you. You're not having to stay at, the Motel 6. You're getting more people coming out that wants to sponsor some of these players, getting shoes and all that. But yeah, they want more money in their pocket. They want more revenue sharing. But in order to do that, they got to get more people in the seats.
Okay, mid-2025. Average attendance for mid-2025 is what?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm just going to.
Yes.
Probably 9,000.
11,226. Mid-season.
Okay. So it's growing.
Mid-season.
They're moving. So they're moving in the right step, which is great. That's what we want. But for them to come out and say, "Hey, man, pay us what we're owed," I think you're moving too fast. You got to grow it, man. You got to grow it. That's just what I think. I listened. So Scott said he's a new WNBA fan,
And just stop right there. So
I mean, not everybody. No, wait, but OG, not everybody watched the WNBA back then. You and myself are probably the only ones that really watched WNBA back in the day because we like basketball. But a lot of people are not interested in the WNBA because it is blocked. But he said that the reason that it got him watching it was the Caitlin Clark Angel Reese beef. And that brought excitement. So he actually wanted to see what's going on. The Caitlin Clark, getting fouled hard. And now there is some kind of rivalry building up. There has never really been a real rivalry. And I think we talked about this in what was it? What sport were we talking about there that they don't have a real rival no more?
You talking about soccer and you talking about like cricket and all that type of stuff.
No, you got to have in order to be successful in a league, you got to have some kind of rival. There is no rival, but with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, with their rival that they have made, you're getting more people watching now. Which Scott is one of those people that watch, and he's interested in seeing what's happening now.
New Magic and Bird.
Yeah, new Magic and Bird type thing. So I think for the WNBA, they have to probably create some more interesting stuff, because for a not a WNBA fan, you have to bring them in, excite them with something, kind of like WWE. Like you gotta.
So you want them to fight? In other words,
not
no,
fight. No. I said right. I said you got. They.
So Asia Wilson and Breonna Stewart is not a rival?
No, I've never thought of them as a rival.
Yeah, no.
Asia Wilson and Breonna Stewart?
Yeah.
No.
When?
Yeah.
That's because, and y'all saying that because it doesn't bring the I'm gonna hit you, I'm gonna fire you hard, like it is with Asia Reese and what's happened with Caitlin Clark. That's why
it's not. You can put it on as a main attraction, but nobody's going to be there to watch it. That's what we're saying. How
many people watched the WNBA championship last year?
They said there was a lot of people that watched it, right? It was record-breaking for them.
What was the rivalry in that? What was the rivalry?
It wasn't that. It was the thing was like it was players like it was fans like you that did not like the Liberty. Now I think you didn't want them to win at all.
You said the most watched. What was the rivalry?
Asia Wilson wasn't in it.
I'm just asking you. Y'all said that you need to have a rivalry. That's what
he
you
said.
Just said.
Yeah.
I said you need to have an attraction.
Rivalry in the WNBA championship game last year.
To grow the WNBA, you needed a. That's why people are watching the WNBA now, because there's a rivalry in it. The numbers. So your spike in numbers goes to what I'm saying. It's a rivalry.
It's built on hate for one person that they felt like did not deserve the bag that she's getting or the attention that she's getting. That's what's been the what?
She's not getting no bag from the WNBA.
She's not, but I'm saying she's getting the attention that these WNBA players feel like they deserve. Because she's coming here with her, with her brand. And a lot of people have followed her to this, just like Angel Reese. I came in here with my brand. And a lot of them dislike that. A lot of them have a chip on their shoulder because of that.
Don't try to throw Angel Reese in your conversation, because you've not been hyping Angel Reese the whole time.
I have been. Yes, I have.
You have not. 96% of the conversations you had have not had Angel Reese in there.
I have said
nothing about Angel Reese got no charter flight. You said about Angel Reese got the hotel. You ain't saying about
it wasn't Angel Reese that brought the charter flights. But what I was saying to you was, and I said that 2 years ago, before she came to the league, I did not want her to lose her bag. I never said anything negative about Angel Reese besides the rebound.
I did not say you said anything negative about her.
Okay.
I'm saying when you were making all these statements about the movement in the WNBA until recently, you have not said nothing about Angel Reese.
Okay, listen, if you're saying recently, that means I've done it. Then that means I've been giving her flowers.
No.
Not
nowhere near what you said about the other person.
Because I'm a fan of the other one more than I am the other one. Because like I said, because I've given her more heat behind the miss. Look, because y'all keep saying the double. You miss your own shot. I still can be better. You know, your team has only won 7 games. Your team won 9 games last year. You're on pace to do the same thing.
Didn't your team lead the league in turnovers? Your player lead the team in the league in turnovers last year?
But then she's also winning more games.
Did she lead the league in turnovers last year?
That's what happens when you lead the league in assists.
Did she or did that requires a yes or no answer?
Yes, because she has more assists.
I didn't ask you for no elaboration.
Hey, look, no, you can't do me like that. Because if you know just as well as I know, last year a lot of those passes that she had, they're not ready for those passes. You know what I'm saying? Some of them is a turnover because you can't catch the pass. Nevertheless, I digress. What I'm saying to you is, and I think we have understood how this thing is how this thing is going right now. The movement has started with both of these girls. They are an attraction. Find some other girls that have some kind of attraction. You want to go back to the WNBA championship game last year? Stewie was a semi-attraction. You know what I'm saying? Who did they play last year? Was it the Mystics?
No, you don't even know. See what I'm saying? You're a fan. You don't even know.
That's my point. That's my point. My point exactly. Who did they play last year that has an attraction to you to want? The Lynx.
Nafisa Carter.
Okay, Nafisa Carter, and like I said, she's great this year too. But that's what I'm saying. Find somebody that has an attraction that I can say, "Oh, I remember that game last year." So I remember the Liberty because they won.
Average attendance for the championship series last year was 18,518.
On TV, we were watching, right?
18,000 in attendance.
And we're saying that, and the owners are saying that these teams are averaging 7.
Right.
What I'm trying to say to you is, both of y'all were saying you need to do something to draw them in.
Yeah. So you're talking
about have a rivalry.
You're talking about the series, right? That one series. But overall, the league has gone up because of the rivalry between Angel Reese and doggone Caitlin Clark. That has risen the stock up.
Every game for those teams I said is averaging 10,000 fans in the arena. They don't play Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese every game.
They do not, but people are watching now because of that, though. That's what so when Magic Johnson and Larry Bird came in, they didn't play every game, right?
But when they did,
they went up, right? Everything went up. The NBA went up because of it. You have more eyes on it now, so because you're able to see what's going on, you're able to watch the game, and now you might want to see a little more. All right, so yeah, we got this one rival here, but maybe we might have a rival over here with the Detroit Pistons and Michael Jordan, or the Detroit Pistons and against Magic Johnson, or your other rivals we will pick up. Probably.
Y'all want to call a spade? Okay, y'all talking all this. You want to call a spade a spade? Do you want to call a spade a spade?
What's the spade?
What are you talking about?
The spade is because, like Corey was preaching all last year, that the attendance has gone up. Let him say it now. It's because of his favorite player. I'm not going to call
my favorite player. It's a good player.
Who's your favorite player?
Remember last year it was a little chocolate chick that played for Atlanta, but at the same time, I digress.
Ain't your favorite player, but you ain't know a name. You don't know a name. Ain't your favorite player.
It don't have to be. I like how she looked. I like how she played ball. Well, I never said that Caitlin Clark was my favorite player. I've never said that. I said I like how she.
I said it because you talked about it so much.
It don't matter. I can talk about a lot of people a lot, you know. But like I said, you keep pushing that narrative. But I do know what's filling seats. And I don't know why you don't see that. And the crazy part is, look, let's do this here. Take away the 2 years, this year and last year, and tell me how many people were watching that watching the WNBA on a higher level. It wasn't many. On an average.
I gave you the 23 stats for each team.
And that there's no way. You say 11,000. There's no way in 2023 they will have 11,000 people in those seats. No way.
They didn't have 9,000 in them seats in 2023.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
The only team that was probably doing that or getting somewhere close was maybe the Aces, right?
Ace, yeah.
Yeah. There's no way that like at the same time. So let me ask you this, OG. This year they're saying pay us what you owe. Why didn't they do that 3 years ago? Pay us what you owe. You know why? Because there was nothing to owe.
This is a negotiation year of the CBA for them.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So if they got 9%, so let's talk about this from a fairness standpoint. If they're getting 9%, what is a fair standpoint? Like G just said, they're growing. It's growing. What's for this CBA year for this contract? What should be a good percentage that they should renegotiate for?
25 to 30. Hey, that's my opinion. So everybody got a hole. You got yours, I got mine. You don't mean it's wrong.
That's a big jump. That's a big jump.
That's a big jump.
Big jump.
Well, y'all say everything else is jump. Why shouldn't that jump?
You're right. You're talking about both sides of your mouth. Because I said fair.
You jump 9,000, 11,000, 9,000, 10,000.
But listen, y'all talking out of both sides of your mouth. Y'all say everything else is jump. So why shouldn't that jump?
That should jump, but you talking about all the way to 25 to 30?
What should it jump to?
I say
so. This
I say go to 15.
That's what I was in my head.
I go 15.
Look,
15%.
So look, I was about to say 18.
It's right.
I was saying 18. I said, look, you double what you have, and like you said, you're on the way up. 18%, get close to 8. They said they're at 9.7% right now. Get them at 18%, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And you just doubled your salary. And let's see where these seats go. Now you saying 35 to 40%.
And so you're
this
night and that
30 to 35.
I said 25 to 30.
That 18%. Now this is all off the WNBA is making. So you're just getting that percentage of what WNBA is making. That product that you put out there for the All-Star game, where these people don't pay all this money for, you're not going to
want to buy that.
Nobody going to want to buy that.
Okay, let me ask you this. Hypothetically, your daughter or wife playing in the WNBA, you were going to tell them you only need 6%. You go tell them you only need 15%. You would go tell them that.
So I think I answered that question. I answered that question for you. So I think last show I said the average person is making between 60 and 66 and 112,000, right? That's and this is a mediocre player making 112. Now you just finna make 224,000. Even if you just got 9%. Now if you ask for too much, if this is my wife, because I know they're gonna have to get a little bit more. But what I would tell my wife is, hey, listen, don't ask for too much. You end up getting nothing, or you end up getting what you don't want. Now be fair with this. Now at the same time, if you're playing for a team that's not putting out a product that nobody wants to see, or that nobody's looking for, you bargain on something that's realistic. We're getting there. You're getting there. Try not to do a 10-year, do a 5-year, and hopes that in the next 5, like you said, within the next 2 years, you got Juju coming. Hopefully you have somebody else with a little bit more fire that people want to see. Putting product out there. If there's more Juju's coming, it's going to be more people out there. Because remember, let's go back to the 80s real quick. 80s, early 90s. Let's say in Indiana, you had Reggie. In New York, you had Patrick Ewing. In the 76ers, you had Barkley. You got to start getting some of these key players out there that's going to build the brand. You had what was the guy in Portland?
Drexler.
Drexler. You know what I'm saying? You got to start putting these people somewhere where they can see them. If Juju end up going to a place like Indiana, a small market, she can build it up too. You're gonna need more Jujus. No. I'm saying somewhere like Indiana. Because before that, Indiana they were trash.
Right. They won the team that people want to look at.
Hey, any time for you to go? Because this subject ain't going nowhere.
Well, it's not. Yeah, time for me to go. Don't push me.
Hey, welcome on.
Go ahead.
My dog Scott says Sophie is nice looking. Women as a whole aren't big sports fans or want to spend money on the tickets or merch. they rely on male fans for that. And the reality is there got to be a level of sex appeal for people, for males to get into it.
I think that's a whole nother sex appeal in basketball. Yeah, come on, man. I disagree only because this is basketball.
They gotta bring the higher shorts up. Y'all used to watch the lingerie football.
That's
I know, but that ain't the basketball I'm looking to see.
What you said the name of that was? What's the name of it?
The lingerie bowl or the lingerie league or something like that.
This is the WNBA, and that's
right. And that's what I'm saying. I don't necessarily agree with that. Just to say, we got guys coming to watch girls play or whatever. Like I said, because balling is balling. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
But,
yeah,
that's
going at a different level.
That's going to a different level, and you're not going to get these women, and I don't want to call them studs, but a lot of studs in the WNBA. You're not going to get these women to be that.
Yeah, that ain't that type. And I get when they came up with the lingerie league, they wanted girls that wanted to play ball. Like you said, they didn't mind playing in thongs and bras, whatever. But that you can see what happened with that league didn't last long enough.
Yeah. I think it's still going, but yeah, it ain't last.
Is it still going? The lingerie league?
I think it's still going, but it's not getting much pub no more. Kamaria says, man, they show up and pay just to watch LeBron sit on the bench or flop the entire game, according to G. The NBA has made itself a brand that is lucrative. The WNBA has not reached that point yet where they can go out there and act like the NBA players.
And honestly, it took NBA some time to get there.
It took them some time to get there. What the NBA did, what the NBA is doing now in the All-Star game, like people are talking about not watching the All-Star game anymore because of what they're doing. And then the WNBA goes out and does the same thing when you're already trying to get people to watch you. Like it's just not a good look, man.
I'm gonna throw you something that I'm gonna throw you a realistic fact, and I got a dip. So in 1992, John Koncak got a contract for $1.2 million. That same year that they didn't want to get that money to Dominique Wilkins, and we ended up trading him because we didn't want to give him $1.2 million. You gave it to John Koncak, and we ain't seen no play from John Koncak. And Dominique Wilkins ended up leaving. Going to, I think he went to the Spurs or the Celtics. Where we traded him to? Clip one. Yeah. But that was the worst trade in Hawks history because, like I said, you owed him that money, but you didn't want to pay him. You rather pay a center that couldn't blow his nose.
Yeah, and that was the creation of Shaquille O'Neal because his daddy said, "Son, look at what this boy got. What are you doing over here? You should be dunking the ball. Look what he got paid." And said, "You're right, Dad. I will dunk everything from now on." So,
whatever.
Hey, man. Episode 1 in the books, baby.
New season?
New season, baby. New season. Hey, man, we appreciate everybody out there. My dog Quest. My music on first.
I thought the new season started right before football season. Did? Oh, okay, that's it.
Game is the 31st.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
My dog James Littlejohn, my homeboy Quest, my dog Kamaria White, my dog Scott Walter, man. Thank you for jumping on, man. Make sure y'all check Kamaria White out, the Christian Disc Podcast, and all your podcast platforms. Our sponsor, the Cooking Dad Drink Reviews. Our other sponsor, Alvin Jameson, said he will be back when the season's about to start, man. So he's coming back to be a sponsor, man. Football season. He said he's going to give us a head start. He said he's going to give us one game. He's going Giants over the Commanders. Yes.
He's starting already.
He's starting already. He's going Giants over the Commanders week 1. So he already put this pick in, man. My dog James Littlejohn, Rodney Littlejohn, my cuz Phil Harris, my dog Chris Person, CP out there, my dog Kevin Shakur, anybody else that was out there that I may have missed, man, charge to my eyes, not my heart. We love y'all. Remember to keep your head on a swivel and keep God first. We'll see y'all on Sunday at 8 o'clock, baby. We are out. Peace.
Quietly.
That's right.